Hey guys, welcome. We're back in the garden. We're healing. We're harmonizing with nature. We're connecting to our authentic patterns, rhythms, life, creation. We're healing. I want to thank you guys for coming back. Last time was incredible, and I thought there was going to be another message today, the alchemy of truth. We are in the process of working on that, but we were called to continue being in the garden and healing in the garden. So we're going to honor that today. We're going to receive some messages. We're going to get some downloads. And we're in a time of just chilling. We're vibing, man. Guys, we're vibing. We're creating our vibe right now. Our authentic tune. Our authentic rhythm. And we're facing our wounding. We're facing our pain. We're facing our trauma. This has to do with inner child healing to the center of the core, to the wound. And like sometimes it's just really nasty and yucky, right? Because these wounds, they go beyond millennia. They go beyond our time and space and place here. We face history. We're facing history. We're facing the past. We're facing the negative. But through the present moment, laser focus, like we're threading a needle with our energy, and we're connecting to the future. This is alchemy. But we know we face time, right? We face time. We have our rebirth beyond time and space. This has something to do with, like, our Merkaba, it's broken down. But it's broken down because it needs a recharge and an alignment. It needs a tune up. And this has to do with the fact that we're creating our alignment and something's coming into alignment for us and with us. But it was because of what's all out of alignment. But this is about allowing yourself the time to feel the peace. Allowing yourself the time to feel the happiness. Allowing yourself that time, like when you're actually in it. Because we have to be really careful when we go to the center of that wound. That trauma can be so deep. We have to remember to that we're healing it. We're healing it. I love you guys. Must stay hydrated. High vibe electrolytes. But I'm doing a lot of thinking about the source of what we're drinking. And how much life is actually in this. This has been stored in an aluminum can. From its source to where it got here, how it was processed. When we are eating from our garden, farm to table cooking, as you'd have it put, or we're drinking water from a stream, when we're not surrounded by noise pollution, and we're living on top of each other, but our space is being honored. Because as much as we come together, we still separate in order to recharge. It's the balance. It's the center. It's like, you're not always going to be out. That's unbalanced. Sometimes you have to be at home doing this, right? And sometimes we go out with our friends. It's the center. The center of self. This is where we're healing from our sickness. All right, guys, let's get our messages. I love you all. I love you. This is about the work we're doing in the garden, and this has to do with our recalibration to the earth star, and understanding balance. You see, we're understanding balance here. We are in the creation of the two through the ace with each twin. We're coming together. We're uniting. We're uniting as we've activated the children of the earth, and that's We're working in the gardens. That's why we're being called to the Garden of Venus. And this is our connection to the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles being our connection to the Garden of Venus and working in hermit mode alone. But as we work alone, we're connecting in the garden to the Two of Cups. This is what is being shared. This is what's being activated. As we do this and come together, we're restoring balance. But this is a tricky space and place to navigate. But we're finding our way because it's about our connection. It's about us. It's connected to a volcano, and as we discussed, there is a message that is next, and it's the alchemy of truth. It's going to be shared today, but we were called to be here for a reason. We're about to find out why. But this is connected to the alchemy of truth, the work we've been doing, and this is where this is how we're going to create our levitation. We're working with Aries to heal from our impulses, and it's connected to the solar eclipse in Gemini. And what we're activating is what we're birthing. The light, our abundance, working with the feminine confirmation right there from the universe. And this is how we're doing it. We're doing it in the Six of Pentacles. We're doing it with the Six of Pentacles. This is how it's being activated right now. The alchemy of innocence. The activation of Earth's children. We know we're cleansing our bloodline with the earth right now, with the feminine. Has to do with the Magician. And this is one of our activation cards. And I never noticed till right now. And that's what I love about using the camera, right? Is we can see things we can't see. Look at that. This means something. This has to do with our connection to the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Wands, and remembering that we're going from the 10 to the 9, and the 9 right now is connected to the 4, and this is very close to center, right? The 4 of Wands. So we're going to go from the 10 to the 9 through our connection to the 4. And what we're doing is we're slowing down long enough to recharge. This has to do with healing with the element of air. We need to heal with the element of air. So we're going to slow down and take time in the garden. And whatever we are growing in the garden right now is connected to air. It's connected to working with air. This is part of our recharge. We're facing our Nine of Swords situations. We're facing the truth. We're facing the negative. Facing fear. In order to do what? So we activate our sword. No fear. We're not playing this game. We've been here before, but we're activated. We understand. We're going to create with our new patterns. We've got our sword. And our sword, we need our sword because it's connected to the inner child. And that's what it is, guys. We freed the inner child from the Eight of Swords, or we're in the midst of freeing the child in the Eight of Swords. See? That's what I love about the prison. You can see the connection to the 8 and the 9. Look at that. That inner child is not afraid of fear. But something has that inner child trapped in fear. And it's our wound. So we're going to have strength to transform. We're going to heal that wound. That's why we need the Four of Swords. That's why we need to slow down and recharge. We're activating the Queen of Chalices, and she's going to allow us to heal and expand and see. And the Three of Swords is connected to all of our pain, all of the pain of life. And we are healing with this right now. We know we've done much work on this, and we've talked a lot about this here within the last couple of readings. We're connecting to life. We're expanding with all of life. It's part of our Five of Swords charge. We are not part of this anymore. We're healing in order to create a new, and we're seeing that because this has been connected to our Five of Pentacles pain. And we came here to expand from this space and place. This isn't healthy for us. This is the hack of the mind that we came here to heal from. That's destroying the earth. That's got us feeling in lack of from the earth. So we're healing with our Five of Branches, the masculine. This is our transformation. This was activated with that pink moon in Scorpio. And what's happening is we're getting to our Ten of Fossils. We're building our Ten of Pentacles. I love this with the dogs here. Look at us. Reminds me of today. And it's restoring connection. We're restoring connection with life. And we are in the midst of turning the wheel. And you can see what this means. You know, we have the peacock, the phoenix, and 2 serpents. And that phoenix can take out both of these serpents. But right now, they're having a chat with one another about a truthful situation involving the Queen of Swords and the Six of Chalices, the restoration to innocence, and our connection to restoring a balanced truth with the King. We need the King and Queen of Chalices. We need access to this balance right now. It's going to help us here. So let's see what this is connected to. We're going to go to the Black Moon astrology cards. All right, guys. What's going down to go up? It's like plus 34 here today, 35 Celsius. Woo. Woo, woo, woo. We're feeling the heat. What's being activated here? These cards are so warm. They've been charging in the sun for a minute. Okay. Oh, look at that. Jupiter, our connection to our abundance, our expansion. We know Jupiter is working with Pisces and Gemini. I think the lovers coming together. Communication with the mind balanced, and it's connected to Chiron, healing. We are healing. We know we're the wounded healer working in the garden right now. What are we doing? We're healing with force. We know the masculine, working with Mars here in order to connect to our Ten of Pentacles. Part of our fortune increase, the other half being the Ten of Cups. We're working with the cosmic cross of transformation here. We're having an ending to begin again. We've connected to our ancients. And look, there it is, the Grand Cross, the provoker. This is how we get from here to here. We're provoked. We're provoked to create new patterning. We're provoked to shapeshift. This is activated with the solar eclipses. Of course, Pisces, I believe, that's why we need the cups. So we believe in order to expand balance with our light, and that's why we need the King and Queen of Cups, because we're activating with our purpose, the North Node, and this is connected to the Two of Cups, our life's purpose, and we expand. We expand, guys. Where are we going? Where are we going? We got the Starman Tarot. Hello. Where are we going? Oh, we got the Emperor here. We know we're expanding with the masculine. Because we're having a metamorphosis, a transformation. We know that's why we took a dive. We took a dip into the lower world to do shadow retrieval work and help our family bloodline to expand, to heal here. And this is the purification with the earth. And there it is. It's connected to the Ten of Pentacles. On point, guys. Lit. Okay. Where are we going? Alright, I gotta slow down here. Let's get another shuffle. Okay, where are we going? This has to do with authentic tune through the earth. Now that's being activated by the masculine. Because why? We're working with the tower here. We're working with Mars. In order to heal with force, to heal here. This is... This is our activation. Now we've come inside because it was getting a little bit windy and I want to grab the book. There's a message in here for us. But before we share it, I want you to see this cup. I want you to see how lit this cup is. And we are activated with our light codes. And this has to do with the activation of the children of Earth, of the child within. And that's what's been activated. We're going to heal here. We're healing here in the garden. The Princess of Cups, I offer you artistic beauty. A gentle, delicate being, the Princess of Cups is finely tuned to the watery world of emotions. Perhaps naively, she wants to believe that a utopia is possible, a world that is abundant with love, light, and peace. When she discovers that the world can be a dark and deadly realm, the shock reverberates deeply into the core of her being until it's almost unbearable. How can human beings commit such acts of negligence, hatred, and terror? How can they embody so much anger and ill will? And this is what we're doing here. This is why we received the Princess of Cups with the rest of the cards within the sequence, because we're healing from force. Her bandaged eyes symbolize the unwillingness to witness the suffering. Instead, she must look inwards. Her strategy is to develop a fantasy world populated by gentle, radiant beings and creatures who are continually moved to love, to support, and to nurture one another. A world where love is given and received unconditionally, and all forms of life are affirmed and cared for. This really sounds like we're cultivating within what we wish to see without. As a child of the spirit world, where everything is evolving to its purest potential, she is able to commune with this vast domain of knowledge and has accumulated karmic wisdom that for most remains unconscious. She therefore lives in both worlds and can be a powerful messenger, using her perceptive nature and sensitivity to visualize and invoke the archetypical transitions and journeying that we all face in life in an endeavor to come out and become whole. When we allow the hurts and challenges of life to make us more inspiring, loving, and beautiful, we are walking the most miraculous path. This is the alchemical game of transforming our burdens, the ball and chain of life we carry, into radiant possibilities, to move through life with grace, to not allow ourselves to be soured by sadness, or to be held in the withering grasp of regret, is a constant practice and one worth fully taking on. You are being invited to consider how a complaint, when looked at from a different creative angle, is transformed into a rich form of guidance And this is being able to look at the negative, to take the negative and expand with it and use it as fuel to get to where we're going. And this is, it's really hard not to feel such a deep, passionate connection to this space and place that the Princess of Cups is in. We don't want to look at it because it becomes a part of us, and we don't want it to become a part of us within. But we already are a part of it. And we came here on mission work to expand. We came here to expand with the truth. And part of not looking at it is almost staying in that illusion. It's almost allowed us to stay stuck in this karmic loop that has been created for our species. And this is what is changing now. This is what is transforming now. We're actually looking at it and we're honoring it for what it is. We're not staying in the negative. We are the positive charge. We are adding the positive charge. And that's why our light codes have been activated. We're working with our light bodies. We're expanding our light bodies. That's why that cup is lit. But we're still healing and doing purification work with that inner child. That inner child has seen something, has seen some things, and it's time to face them in order to cleanse the wound or wounds, right? Wounding. And it's healing from that ugliness, that devastation. When we see that sheer ignorance and self-destruction in humanity, but we're without the capacity to transform it, we become almost lost. We can lose our sensitivity, our sense of wonder, our sense of worth. No longer capable of being surprised or delighted by something. And that's what we're healing from, right? So we're going to work with the airy part of water. That's who the Princess of Cups is. She's sensitive and creative, concealing dark emotions, and we're going to heal from our lack of wonder and ignoring reality and being oversensitive, exaggerating, concealing our dark emotions. That's where we're healing from, our disappointment. We are going to be open to these psychic transmissions with a unique perspective. We're a dreamer. And many of us are getting psychic hits and attacks, and that's why we need to create with the shell of protection we spoke about in our last message, our message before last. And the message that's coming through loud and clear is that the masculine needs the feminine to see, so the masculine can understand how to expand with authentic truth. Gosh, that wind is lit. I hope it calms down by the time we get back out there to the rest of the reading. This is healing. The divine is going to help us with this, guys. The divine is going to help us with this healing. And this is the beginning of the alchemy of our worlds. This is everything that was just discussed in the message of this card. The beautiful environment that she has been creating within. The purity of that environment. There has been, though, a wound or wounds created. Something seen and now unseen, wanting to be unseen. But we're going to heal from that space and place. This is a very multidimensional space and place. It's very multidimensional. The worlds come together as one within here, and we create anew. And the Princess of Cups is allowing us to do so. We need to look deeper within to the center here and expand through the center of self without. This space and place. He's connected to it right now. It's part of his authentic tune. We're in alchemy right here. We have the daughter and the mother, but with the masculine. The masculine's being honored here. We're going to expand here. And this Princess of Cups is connected to the Princess of Coins. And then we will have counterpart energy. And that's going to allow us to heal here with our Five of Wands chart and work with the Tower energies. Our connection to the masculine, to force, to the divine. This is alchemy of the negative right now, guys. That's what we're in. We're in alchemy of the negative. And through this, we will restore the positive and achieve balance. Alright, guys. We're just going to wait for this wind to quiet down and we will continue the reading. Until then, enjoy this interlude of the garden. Guys, I love chives. I wish you guys could smell these flowers right now. Gonna have to make a chive salad, and you guys, we can eat these flowers. We can eat them. Oh look, we've got another bee over here. Hello, Mr. Bee. See, we have different types of bees, and this is what I love about life. The variety. We're all unique. Guys, isn't Biscuit Boo so freaking cute? Can you feel those vibes? Feel those vibes. He's getting a massage. This is what I spend a lot of my time doing. Well, guys, I think it's fire time. What are those birds saying, Biscuit Boo? Where are we going? The sacred clown, and look at that, we've been activated with our light. We're creating the proper shapes and patterning. Our Merkaba, we're charging. Look, this means we face the negative. This is being has been activated with the solar eclipse in Gemini. As we know, it's eclipse season. We're not stepping in the booby traps here. Do you see how this trap has a diamond in it? We don't care about the diamonds. We've been activated with the light. We have no shadow. We faced our shadows. This is facing the wounding. Everything we just discussed here in channel messages, we face our wounds. We activate with the Queen of Wands. And look at that. She's there's our levitation. Transformation, right? Those are there's two serpents one on this shoe, one on this shoe. Look at that. And we know we're being protected. We're protected when we walk those lower worlds. This is about the purification with the feminine. This is the purification with our bloodline. This is lit, guy. This is lit. We are activating. We are so activating. And this is our massive connection to Leo season. But remember, Cancer is all about the nurture. We have the wand. We have the wand. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands, of course. And 2 + 1 is 3. We're finding our faith. Look at that. We're creating with a positive tetrahedron. This means we're seeing what we need to see. We're being activated here. This is, look, we're expanding with those 13 spheres of knowledge. We're expanding the matter right now. Through what? The Five of Cups. Everything we need to see right now. We need to go within our sorrows. This is the pain we need to create here. This is the wound. This is what's keeping the wound active. Okay, this is what's keeping the wound active. The Five of Cups and confirmation right there. This is all about the Six of Pentacles. We've come full circle. We've come full circle to where we started off. The beginning. And that right here. And look, this is where the shadows are turned upside down. Because why? We face them. Our shadow's not in control here. We are in charge. We are in charge of our energy. We've healed with our solar plexus, but why? We had to understand how to heal with our sacral chakra. And in order to do this, we had to have a recalibration with our root. In turn, a recalibration with the Earth star. And this is activating the children of the Earth, because we're being activated in order to create anew, to cleanse, to move forward, to face the truth and expand. And it's starting with the shadows, the pain. So we're activating. This is where we're activating. The Hierophant and the Four of Swords. And that's our connection to, of course, the Three of Swords. This is mystery. We're unlocking the mystery. This is what we're activating. This is why we have to go within the unknown. Look, we're finding creative ways in order to create peace and clarity within our pain. We have the bird's eye view. Okay, and this is connected to not only the eagle, but the falcon. The eagle and the falcon. And we know the falcon is one of the fastest animals in the world. As well, it's precision. Look, we've removed our mask. We're following our signs, our synchronicities. We faced the negative tetrahedron. This is diamond patterning. And this is the birth of what's new by activating with the unknown and creating with it. We're creating with the unknown. And there it is. We have the priestess, the high priestess. And this is where we see the light. We have the sword. And we're creating from the 5D and beyond here and grounding it in the 3D you see with the masculine in the Eight of Pentacles. That's our hexahedron. We're grounding it through the earth. We've untwisted it with the masculine. Activation of new patterning, because we're going the right way now. Look, in the Seven of Swords, we saw what we needed to see. It was some nasty shit. And that's why we went forth. And this patterning is activating balance of heart and mind. This is connected to the Two of Cups right now, guys. This is what they're sharing with me. This is connected to the Two of Chalices. This is how we're coming together. Because of our light codes and frequency within. Love, light, and healing energy sent your way to create with today. I can hardly wait to expand off this next reading, Alchemy of the Truth. You coming in, Biscuit Boo, or are you staying in the garden? Oh, he likes it out there, everyone. He doesn't want to come in. Good energy out there. Good vibes. The healing vibes. We're sending it to you. Love, light, and healing energy is sent your way to create with today, guys. To expand.